What's up, everybody? All right, you guys, so we have a missing persons case, but we really need to blow this one up because this one is kind of strange. So this case is about 14-year-old Stephanie Dameron, and this case takes place all the way in New Sweden, Maine. So on September 23rd, Stephanie's parents, Lisa and Christopher, they were away from the home. Now, Stephanie was back home with her siblings, and it's being said that she got into an argument with one of them. Now, after this argument, that sibling is saying that Stephanie just ran off. So from the information that we have, we do know that the siblings did alert the parents that Stephanie ran off. But for some odd reason, the parents did not report her missing until the very next day. Now, at the time of her disappearance, she was 13 years old, but since she has been missing for over 2 months, she has now turned 14. So y'all, this would have taken place on West Road in New Sweden, Maine. Now, to give you like a picture of what this road looks like, it's basically out there in the middle of nowhere. So from what we're being told, the parents lived off the grid, and the family lived in something that's called a yurt. Now, it's kind of like a tent-like structure, and it is round. So a little background on this family is, back in 2019, Christopher and Lisa were both arrested because they were drunk at a McDonald's. So the kids were left in the car unattended, and the mom, Lisa, was allegedly charged with abandoning a child. Now, they had a lot of issues with CPS and with these charges. So that's when the family decided to pick up, move to Maine, and be off the grid. Now, we also have information that says that the kids do not have access to Wi-Fi or cell phones or computers. But in that same sentence, they said that the kids are homeschooled. Not only that, they don't have access to running water. They use a generator for electricity. And they're saying that the kids don't even have friends. Now, what makes this case even more strange to me is the fact that you're saying that they don't have access to Wi-Fi or computers. But the mother and the father, they both have Facebook pages that they are extremely active on. I mean, posting every day or every other day. So I'm wondering if they're just saying that the kids do not have access to these things, but the parents actually do. So she's been missing since September, and there have been a couple of searches around this area, but they have not found anything. Another thing I have to mention is Canada is only about 23 miles away from where they're staying. And another thing is, there is a man that lives across the street, and he's known as their uncle. He is not related to them in any kind of way, but I'm guessing he's just like a friend of the family. Now, there have been conflicting statements on whether they searched his property or not. Some people say that they have, and some people say that they haven't. For me, the thing that sticks out about this case is the fact that they live in this area where there's little to nothing around. Where did this 14-year-old go, and how did she disappear so fast? In reality, she really didn't disappear fast, because you have to think about it. They didn't report her missing till that next day. So she had a whole night, a whole day. She could have went out to the road and caught a ride from somebody. This child could be anywhere at this point of time.
$15,000 of reward money for information that leads to Stephanie Dameron, seen here. She was last seen on September 24th walking out of her family's house into the woods in the northern Maine town of New Sweden. Police say that her family lives off the grid, and the children do not have access to cell phones or computers.
Now, let me say this. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. We're not accusing anyone of anything. But from what searchers are saying, from what other people are saying in that area, the parents are not helping in the search. Now, I went to both of their social media pages, and the mother, she seems to be posting about Stephanie, but the dad is not posting about her at all. So other relatives like the aunt and other people, they've been doing interviews on YouTube. But for some reason, the parents are not coming out. They're not doing any interview. They're not talking to the news. It's something about this case that just does not make sense. On one hand, people are saying she might have met somebody online. She might have just left, but it would be real convenient that the day she gets into it with her sibling is the day that she just run off with somebody she met online. I don't believe she met somebody online. I believe something happened right there out there in those woods. If nothing happened out there in those woods, she walked to that road and she caught a ride from somebody. So the person who picked her up could very well be on that street or live out there in that area. And the fact that it looks like this, it shouldn't be hard to go to different houses, because there's not that many houses out there, and just search. Start with that family friend that you guys call an uncle. And y'all, for me, a lot of these pictures look kind of old. Are we sure for a fact that she was last seen on the 23rd? And can anybody account for the fact that she was last seen on that day? Could she have went missing before this, and the parents just reported her missing on this day? The FBI really needs to get in there, and they need to investigate this thoroughly. Now, I'm going to keep you guys updated on this case. If you have any information on the disappearance of 14-year-old Stephanie Dameron, please contact police. As always, make sure you blow this up, share this, and comment below and let me know your thoughts on this case.